Week 5, Lesson 2, Great Scientists of Nigerian Origin. Hello, welcome to the concluding lecture of this course. I am Edeama Onchekwa. This lesson will bring us to the end of this course, History and Philosophy of Science. Here, brief biographies of worthy Nigerians who have contributed to science will be presented. The aim is to awaken you to the consciousness of being a Nigerian, to inspire you no matter what people think of Nigeria, to contribute to her upliftment, just as Maria Correa did for her fatherland, Poland. She married a Frenchman named Pierre Correa. Both of them discovered an element which Maria named after her country, Poland. She called the element polonium. At the end of this unit, you should be able to discuss the contributions of people like Philip Emeagwali, Bath Naji, Cornel Ovajid, and Henrietta Oku, among others, to science. Philip Emeagwali. He was born on August 23, 1954, in Akure, Nigeria. His father was James Emeagwali, while his mother was Agatha. He dropped out of school many times because his parents could not afford to pay his school fees. He earned his first diploma from the University of London through self-study in 1973 and subsequently won a scholarship to Oregon State University. From 1977 to 1993, he did graduate study, professional practice, and academic research in civil engineering at Howard University and transport engineering at Maryland State Highway Administration. For 6 years, he served as a distinguished lecturer at both the Institute of Electrical and Electronic Engineers, the world's largest technical organization, and the Association for Computing Machinery, the oldest computer society. He has delivered many lectureships all over the world, including the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, the United Nations Educational Scientific Cultural Organization, UNESCO Paris, and the International Congress on Industries and Applied Mathematics. In 1974, Emeagwali read a 1922 science fiction article on how to use 64,000 mathematicians to forecast the weather for the whole Earth. Inspired by that article, he worked out a theoretical scheme for using 64,000 far-flung processors that will be evenly distributed around the Earth to forecast the weather. He called it a hyperbole international network of computers. Today, an international network of computers is called the Internet. Initially, his proposal to use 64,000 computers to form an international network was rejected by his peers on the ground that it would be impossible. Since he was denied funding and employment for a decade, he quietly developed and wrote down his calculations in a 1,000-page monograph which described the hypothetical use of 64 binary thousand, the equivalent of 65,536 processors to perform the world's largest computation. In 1987, an experimental hypercube computer with 65,536 processors became available at the Los Alamos National Laboratory, the United States government's prime nuclear weapons research center. Frustrated by their inability to program 65,536 processors to stimulate nuclear blast, the Los Alamos officials had a hunch to allow physicists stimulate problems similar to theirs. Fearing that the lab officials would not accept him if it was known that he was black, Emma Agwali decided to submit his proposal remotely. The lab officials approved his usage of its computers, and he remotely programmed 65,536 processors in Los Alamos, New Mexico, while living in Michigan. His success in using 64 binary thousand processors gave credibility and renewed interest in his formerly rejected proposal to use 64,000 far-flung computers to forecast the weather for the whole Earth. Because the topology of his rejected international network of computers was similar but predated that of the Internet, it was rediscovered. The book, History of the Internet, called him an Internet pioneer. He was voted one of the 20 innovators of the Internet, and CNN called him the father of the Internet. He was awarded the 1989 Gordon Bell Prize, Supercomputing Nobel Prize, for his contributions, which in part inspired the petroleum industry to purchase 1 in 10 supercomputers. Emel Gwali considers himself to be a black scientist with a responsibility to communicate science to the black in diaspora. In other words, he has a dual sensibility of being deeply rooted in science while using it as a tool to remind his people in the diaspora of where they have been and who they are. During his career, he has received more than 100 prizes, awards, and honors. Colonel Dr. Oviemo O. Ovaje. He is a chief consultant anesthesiologist. He has been recognized worldwide due to his contribution to product development in medicine. He invented an emergency ortho transfusion set, EAT-set, which has been acclaimed internationally as Nigeria's contribution to global blood safety. He has received many awards, among which are Best African Inventor Scientist Award 1995, First African Winner, World Health Organization Sasakawa Award, United Nations, Switzerland, 18th May 2000. Winner, ACO Excellence in Science and Technology Award, Dorchester, London, England, April 26, 2001. Professor Henrietta Oku. She also received an ACO Award on 26 April 2001 for the production of a potent chickenpox vaccine, Varivax, and a HIV protease inhibitor, Craigsiran, for managing AIDS patients. Professor Njoku Obi. In the early 1970s, Professor Njoku Obi of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, made a vaccine which was recognized, accepted, and adopted for use by the World Health Organization, WHO. Professor Mobison Oliver Udemadu. He hails from Awo Idemili of Olu local government area of Imo State, Nigeria. He left Nigeria in 1965 after his secondary school at Christ the King's College, Onitsha, for the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT Cambridge, Massachusetts, USA, 1965 to 1970, where he obtained degrees in mechanical and electrical engineering, computer science, aeronautic and astronautics while working in District Equipment Corporation. He delivered a computer machine for industrial use and became an indispensable consultant in the American scientific outfit called the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA. He is a director of Rubin Engineering Corporation. In 1980, he embarked on the building of computers, Asutec 800 series and Asutec 800 super personal computers and super personal systems. Professor Bartholomew Naji. He is from Umwede in Nkano East local government area of Enugu State, Nigeria. He was born in July 1965. He studied at St. John's University, New York, Virginia Polytechnic, and Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. He became a professor and founder of the Automation and Robotic Laboratory at the University of Massachusetts at Amherst. He is the founder of the Geometric Machine Corporation to affirm that everything in use has a geometric approach. He founded the National Center for Computer-Aided Medical Devices for Visualization Diagnosis and Surgical Intervention Systems. He is the first man to be named a Distinguished Professor of Engineering in American history. He consults for Digital Equipment Corporation, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO, the American Army, United Nations Development Programming, and other leading international bodies. Some home-based computer experts are Professor Olayide Abbas, University of Lagos, Dr. Gabriel Atta Olayi, University of Calabar, Professor Simeon Fatula, University of Benin, Professor Yayo Akinde, Federal University of Technology, Dr. Chris Okeke, formerly of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. These are some of the experts teaching computer sciences in Nigerian universities and researching into different aspects of technology. The list presented here is not exhaustive. There are many other Nigerian scientists in other fields. Conclusion. Yes, it is true all these superstars are foreign-based. They are not fully appreciated at home and so cannot abandon their jobs to come home and languish in Nigeria. One doesn't know how long this situation will last. Nigeria needs her superstars in all fields to come home in this technological age. We hope you have done all the necessary assignments, exercises, and you have fully partaken in the forum. We wish you the very best and hope that the lesson you gained in this course will assist you in your future endeavor. Thank you.